So, Mike, you've mentioned email. I think everybody has an understanding of what email is. We've all used it: Microsoft Office, Yahoo, Gmail, even AOL. We get that. What I don't get, and I think what a lot of people don't get, is the various components that make up the Microsoft Cloud. That being said, what is Azure?
Got it. Um, so let's just talk in general Microsoft Cloud as a whole, and we'll get right into
Okay.
Azure, or Azure as a component within the total mix. So ultimately, the cloud has been measured by Gartner over the years in a number of different areas, quadrants, right, or a number of different types. You have infrastructure as a service. That is what Azure really lines up with, right? So Azure really lines up with that whole space of saying, I need a server, I need some type of infrastructure component to go alongside of my current data center or to replace my current data center. Office 365 is mailboxes on top of the entire Office suite. All of them are in the cloud, and they're all being hosted from a cloud-based perspective, meaning that you can buy from a transactional layer, right? You can buy and consume as you go. It scales with you. Go ahead.
But we use some of those or most of those services now. So why is this different? How is this going to be an advantage for me or a client?
Absolutely. So at the end of the day, the advantages come with each one of the different tools that you bring in to perspective and the architecture that you bring to support it. So email, right, the simplification of email saves you from having to have an enterprise grade solution sitting in your own data center, meaning you don't have to have the administrators, the architects, the project managers, and other folks to manage that entire stack of infrastructure. You don't need storage that's identical, that's clustered together with special networking. You don't need to set up the infrastructure, meaning the different servers, to communicate in their own way. There's a lot of complexity that you don't need to actually install, and you can get it straight from the cloud. Now, you still have to have a responsible person that's going to administrate that cloud-based resource. You still have to review your bill of materials that's going to be online. You still have to monitor if there are mailboxes not being used or outages that are occurring. You still have a responsibility. But from that infrastructure, that initial cost, what you have to refresh every 3 to 5 years, all of that factor, all the administrative tasks that go behind it, all of that goes away. And what you now deal with is just managing your mailbox resources. So you go from owning a data center to having an application subject matter expert, right? And there's huge value that comes with managing your licenses. So in today's environment, one desktop might have a license installed on it, and you don't necessarily know about that because it was purchased from a credit card or a company credit card or some other perspective. The reality is that you can start managing those licenses and reducing your costs by using that Office 365 value.